So recently, I stayed at the Surfside Inn and Suites on the Universal Studios properties. I stayed with my husband and my stepson and my cousin M. We decided to choose these suites because they had the most room for the four of us, which we loved. Um, I have heard complaints that it's loud at these suites, and honestly, we're at this hotel. We didn't experience that. We didn't have any overabundance of noise. Yes, if people running up and down the halls, it's gonna be loud. Kids screaming, it's gonna be loud. People coming in at 2 in the morning because they've been drinking, it's gonna be loud. We've stayed at Hard Rock, had the same situation. It really didn't matter which hotel we've stayed at. If someone's running up and down the hall, it's loud. It's loud. I mean, the walls don't seem thinner. I couldn't hear our neighbors. I've actually heard our neighbors through walls at different hotels on property more than I have here. I did love the room. It was beautiful. I loved the blues about it. I liked the theming. The pool, even though we didn't get to go in it, was really awesome. I would recommend going in a warmer month than December because you probably get a chance. This is my short review of this beautiful hotel. I did love it. I would stay there again. I mean, it was really great, to be honest. If you are looking for somewhere to go that's a little bit budget friendly for more than two people, I would definitely choose one of these.
So as you can see, this is the entryway to Surfside. This was the beautiful tree that they had up because it was December and we did go during the holidays. We went for the Orlando Informer. I like the December one better because I love the decorations. Oh, look at my son. um, I think it's a better time to go just because it's a little bit cooler, although we didn't really get to use the pool. But look at those cool surfboards in the ceiling by the elevator. The theming was perfect. I loved this. Look at this room. We got the two-bedroom suite so we could all fit. Like the only thing I didn't really like is the storage we had for our clothing. So there's only 3 drawers and a closet, which is fine. I mean, we just kept half our clothes in the luggage. Not a big deal. We weren't there very long. But it is a good price for the room that we got. I mean, you get up to 6 people staying there. We only had 4, so it was actually a little bit better. They do have these awesome hooks in this room and in the other, so you can hang up hoodies, towels, pants if you really want to. My favorite part, the kitchenette. I love this kitchenette. It had a really decent sized fridge. We stored a bunch of stuff we got out the Walgreens across the way. It had good coffee, not great. I'm a little bit of a snob on that part, so that's my fault, nobody else's. This was the main bedroom, had a perfectly awesome shutting door. So when my husband's snoring at night, my cousin and my kid don't want to be up because of him, I could shut it. Or if I needed to take a nap during the day and I didn't want to listen to them watching TV, I could shut it. I also really loved that it had this huge full-size mirror. Me and Em are just pushing 5 feet, and the other two could stand over us and do whatever they need to do without us being in the way. It worked out great. I do love the Surfside products. I'm a little sensitive to things, so I had brought my own, but this was great. This was a great overall room for all of us. We loved it. It was quiet. It was nice. It was clean. Had this cool full-size mirror, so when I got dressed, you could see yourself. I mean, you couldn't ask for more. Oh, look at me. Full-size mirrors, you know. This was the gift shop, obviously. As you can see, my favorite part, always going to be Harry Potter. I liked the decent picks they had here, so if you can't get something in the park, you could grab it here, or if you got cold and needed a hoodie, you could grab it here. It had entrances on both sides, so you didn't have to stop and turn around to get back out. You could just go straight through and walk through to the other side of the lobby. Made for it to be a great gift shop, honestly. They did have their own little Starbucks and a cafe. This pizza was delicious. We ate outside because it was a little bit nicer for us. They have the normal gym and the kids' gaming room and all these things. They get amenities that you normally would expect here. I like to run, so I did use this gym more than once. It was clean. There was nothing on the floor. There was nothing in the bathrooms. It had the water refill station, so you can save on bottles and not have to buy another bottle of water for $6. You could just fill your own or fill a cup or use the shower in there if you weren't going to be staying for that night. The pool we didn't end up using because it was a little cold for us. I did love that it was shaped like a fish. It is shaped like a fish, and I will fight that. It is not a surfboard. I'm just being a snob. We did walk around this pool on the opposite side of it. You could actually see the lake that was behind it, and it was really awesome to see because it was relaxing. We went back there, hung out for like 10, 20 minutes. Took way too many pictures of birds and turtles and fish. But I highly recommend this. Like, it's relaxing. It was perfect. It was easy. It was simple. I loved it. And here's my exit. There's my husband and my cousin and that tree again.
So, in conclusion, if you really are just looking for something a little bit easier, or not even easier, a little bit more budget friendly, if you're a family or if you're going with like four more friends than you, these rooms fit up to 6 people because they're queen beds and you're supposed to be able to fit up 2 per person. I do recommend this. It was a lot cheaper. We did get a little bit more of a discounted rate as we are annual pass holders, but I did like the hotel. My kids liked the hotel. We had a good time. Granted, I'm a big fan of the walking paths at all the other hotels, but we ended up renting a car so we could go around the city and stuff. So we got in and out pretty easy. The main turnstile is not my favorite, but I mean, it is what it is. We went for the Orlando Informer meetup, and this was perfect because it saved us a little bit of extra money so we could spend a little more extra money in the park. And honestly, I do recommend this hotel. I haven't stayed at all of them, but it is, I think, out of the ones I've stayed at, I like this one a little bit more than I've liked others. Cabana Bay will always be my favorite just because it's got my heart. I love the theming in that one, but this one was nice. It was simple, it was quiet. The pizza was delicious. Coffee was still just as good as it was at Hard Rock. I mean, honestly, like I've said, if you need to save a little bit of money or you're going with family, perfect time.